Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. My name is Rachel and I am recently announced a full-time reseller and a full-time mama on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And today I have a 90-day update on a Helpsy box I ordered a few months ago. This was the Fundamentals Denim box. So if you want to see the results of this box and whether or not I made a profit, definitely stick around. So one of my favorite things to do on this channel is to show you the inner workings of my reseller life, which I did announce in a recent video that I am officially not going back to my corporate job, that I am going to resell as my main source of income and take care of my now almost 4-month-old daughter. So I'm very, very excited, and I hope that I can continue to bring you videos at least every other day of just what's working for me in my reseller business. I love unboxing mystery boxes here on this channel and doing 90-day updates to show you if I actually made money. Definitely consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. I do post pretty regularly, like I said. Also consider just dropping me a comment or dropping me a like on this video. It lets YouTube know that you find my content interesting and hopefully pushes it out to more people. So that's really super helpful if you do. Also, just another small note, I did change my name. I am in the middle of rebranding myself. So my channel is now Oh Yeah Rachie, and so is my Instagram, and also so is my Poshmark. So some of you have said that you tried to find my Poshmark and you couldn't find it. Everything has changed to Oh Yeah Rachie, and I'm working on updating all my links and all of that. So if you're looking for me on social media or on Poshmark, that's where you can find me, Oh Yeah Rachie. So this box, I purchased a second Fundamentals Denim box. The first one I ordered, and I can link the 90-day update of that one down below, and also I'll link the original unboxing of this one. That one was just amazing. I was really impressed with the contents, and so shortly after I purchased the first one, I went in and purchased a second one. I don't know why I do that to myself, because usually the second one isn't nearly as good as the first one if I get a really good box and then I order another one. That happens to me all the time. So this is the results of the second box, which was basically 40 pieces of women's secondhand denim. So I paid $136 for this box, and it was supposed to be 40 pieces. I'm not sure exactly how many pieces were actually in there, because I certainly did not list 40 pieces on this box. It actually looks like I listed only 9 items. There was a lot of junk in this box, or a lot of stuff I just didn't feel like listing, and I ended up sending 17 pieces in a ThreadUp partner kit, and 14 pieces got donated. And so I ended up listing 9 pieces. So what does that come to? How many were in here? Yeah, so that's an even 40. So that's kind of how it broke down. So I'll show you on the side here what sold. The good news is all 9 pieces that I actually listed are sold. We're just right over the 90 days on this box. So everything I did decide to list did sell. So there is a good chance that I actually made back my $136, but I guess we'll have to see. So I'll show you here on the side what sold, and then at the end I will kind of go over what the actual profit was, whether or not I'd purchase another one. I haven't seen this box on Helpsy's website, this particular box, but just to get an idea of some of the stuff they have. By the way, if you are shopping on Helpsy, I do have an affiliate code for 10% off your order. The code is Oh Yeah. That's also linked down below if you prefer to use the link. It definitely helps me out as well. If you are shopping on Helpsy, if you want to use that code to take 10% off your order. Like I said, I don't think this box is still available, but they have so much stuff. And if you've been watching my channel, I order so much stuff from Helpsy, and their inventory that I get from them carries my business majority of the time. So if you are looking to shop Helpsy, 10% off, link is down below. Anyway, I'm going to go from lowest sale price to highest sale price. So I had these skinny jeans from J brand. They were size 26. I listed them based on the brand, but because they're skinny jeans and because the size is small, I didn't have super high hopes. They sold on Poshmark. I have that they sold for $10, but they were part of a bundle. There were other things that sold that in that bundle that were not in this box. So the allocation of the bundle price was $10 for these J brand jeans. You know, if you're bundling on my Poshmark, I'm going to go ahead and give you a great deal. That's just the thing. So I may not have let these go for quite $10 if they weren't as part of a bundle, but if somebody's taking multiple items, there's a lot better chance I'm going to accept a deeper discount. So there's that. There was a pair of Wild Fable jeans. So isn't that funny that there's a pair of Target jeans that sold that were not the lowest selling item in the box? These actually sold for $12 on Poshmark on their own. These were not part of a bundle. So I, depending on style and condition, of course, but I don't pick up Target stuff when I'm out like thrifting. Like I don't seek out Target merchandise, especially secondhand Target merchandise. But if I do come across Target brand merchandise in my mystery boxes, I typically do list it, like I said, depending on style and condition. But these were a great style. The condition was right. So I did go ahead and list them just to recoup some money on the box. And actually these, I mean, they took a couple months, but they did eventually sell. So no regrets there. Then speaking of Target, I had these universal thread. I think that's Target. Is that Target? Anyway, I listed these based on style also. They were some high-rise wide leg jeans. They had a drawstring. These actually sold on eBay for $12.99. Plus the buyer shelled out $12 for shipping on those. So that was a pretty good sale too. Then I had the ultra skinny jeans from Guess. They were size 27. They sold on eBay for $13.50 in about a week. Now here's the thing with these, and you will have to let me know in the comments if you have any experience with these. These jeans, I did not list for very high. Like I figured I could get some money for them, but I wasn't like expecting miracles or anything. You know, they, again, smaller size, they're used, they're skinny jeans. I expected to get a couple dollars, right? But they got a lot of interest, like immediately after being listed, which was kind of surprising to me. I think somebody offered me $13.50 on eBay, which I went ahead and took just because I wasn't super confident that I was going to get more than that. But I don't know, did I like cut myself short on that one? Because it got so much interest that I now feel like maybe I could have gotten a little bit more. I don't know. I really just didn't want them to sit around. So I went ahead and let them go. I have no idea. I think these jeans were sold at maybe Billabong or something, some store like that. The brand was Empire, and they were a size 26, but like I think a boy's 26 or a men's very small size 26. The brand was Empire, and I really like just listed them because I never heard of the brand. It was more out of like curiosity of whether or not they would actually sell. A men's size 26 is a very hard sale for me. I mean, typically, I don't care what the brand is. If it's a size 26, I'm not picking it up because it just has a hard time selling. But these actually sold. They were the last item out of the box to sell, but they did sell eventually for $17 on Mercari. And by eventually, I mean like they were a little bit over 90 days by the time I'm filming this, but yeah, I mean, they relatively quickly, if we're talking like in that 90-day before I filmed this video kind of time frame, $17 Mercari sale, that was very interesting. So I don't know if maybe that brand is a little bit more desirable in bigger sizes. I'm not sure. I've never heard of it before. I've never seen it again. So just a little piece of information for you guys. Then I had a pair of the Stilt cigarette leg jeans from Adriano Goldschmied. AG jeans, if I can get them cheap enough, I pick them up, even if they're a little bit of an older style. So I'm not surprised that these sold. They took about a month, but they were a $19.99 eBay sale. Because the price on my accounting is $19.99, you know, everything I list on eBay, I list it at 0.99, which means it was a full price sale. If I'm speaking of an eBay sale that has an even amount, chances are either I sent an offer or the customer sent me an offer. So that tells me I listed them for $19.99, again, based on condition and age and style. And they were for a full price sale. So I'm glad that I listed those. There were a pair of logo Lori Goldstein. I've never really picked this brand up, but I've heard other resellers kind of talk about how they have fairly good success with this brand. So I did list these, especially they were a good size and a good style. And they sold, and unfortunately, I probably don't have a screenshot for either this or the cigarette-like jeans. I'm sorry, guys. eBay and that 90-day thing drives me crazy. But they sold, the Lori Goldstein jeans sold for $32.99 on eBay. And then actually, these were very surprising. They were a pair of mud Y2K style low-rise flare jeans in a size 0. And I mean, to me, like, that's what people were wearing when I was in high school. I graduated high school. I'm going to show you my age, tell you my age right now. I graduated high school in 2003, so my teenage years were very Y2K. And this looked like the pair of jeans that every girl in my high school was walking around in. So to me, I'm looking at these and I'm like, these are old AF, and I mean, these look like they need to be donated, right? But when I actually looked at comps for jeans of this style in this brand, they were actually selling like pretty high. So I'm glad I listed these. I think I started them off at $50. The ones that are more sought after are the ones that have like the lacing up the sides of the legs. These did not, but considering they were a size 0, I listed them at 50. I could have probably listed them a little higher, but small size. So I ended up getting, it took 2.5 months, but I ended up getting $38 for them. Somebody sent me an offer, $38 on eBay. So that was very surprising. And jeans like this to me are so like out of style because they're from like my teenage years that I wouldn't have thought to even pick these up or list them. But if you can find like truly like Y2K mud jeans, they may be worth picking up. So that was kind of surprising to me, especially because I don't deal in vintage at all. And like I said, to me, this is not vintage. This is just like old from high school. Anyway, I guess I failed to realize my own age and how long it's been since I was in high school. And the most or highest selling item out of this box, which is not really surprising at all, were the Ariat jeans. Ariat, whatever, Ariat jeans. These sold on Mercari. It only took about 10 days. They were a $44 sale. I think I had them listed higher, maybe at 60 or so. But somebody made me an offer. I don't go back and forth on offers a lot. If it's a decent amount, I'm going to take it. I don't really care how long it's been listed. I don't really care how much I listed it for. All I really care about is my ROI. And so maybe could I got a little bit more for these if I would have let them sit? Maybe, but I don't like to let stuff sit. I have a lot of stuff here, and the more stuff I can sell and get out of here, especially my cost of goods was $3.40 per piece on this box. Bye-bye, $44 sale, that made my day. So anyway, those are the items that did sell. And to recap, I listed 9 items out of 40, which is not great, but I listed 9, and it cost me $136 for this box. My profit on this box was $95.67. So that's not great. Typically with a secondhand box that is a low cost of goods, my goal is to triple my money. I want 3 times. I want to make my 136 back plus 136 twice over again in order for me to say this was a profitable box. So I didn't quite double my money, and I've sold everything. So there's no more potential for profit even after the 90-day mark here. Was this a great box? No, it really wasn't. However, considering I only listed 9 pieces, I was able to make my 136 back plus an extra $95. that is pretty impressive. And so I think this box is a good lesson to, you know, because I could have listed everything, right? I could have listed 40 pieces. I sent 17 pieces to ThreadUp, which means I thought they were good enough. I don't know if ThreadUp even accepted all of it, but it would have been good enough for ThreadUp, so, or at least brands that they accept. So could I potentially have listed more of those and made more money? Yes. Would that have necessarily been worth my time? No. With this box, I kind of elected just to list the items that I felt were worth my time to sell. And considering I only took the time to list and measure and describe and photograph 9 items and I still was able to make $95, I think that's pretty darn good. Now, depending on your business model and how you operate in your business, it might have been better for you to list them all or to cherry pick and do the few that you think are profitable. But I've kind of tried it both ways, and I think it really just depends on the box. So no, like the profits were not super great on this box, but considering I only listed 9 items, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That was like minimal work considering what could have been a major chore to list everything. So definitely let me know what you think. Let me know if you are kind of more on the edge of cherry pick the good stuff and don't waste your time on the rest, or do you really try to list everything to get every single dollar out of what you received? Let me know. I know we all work a little bit differently. Also, certainly consider subscribing if you have not already. Like I said, it really helps out my channel. I love having you here. I love interacting with you in the comments, and I would love to have you around in future videos. Drop me a like on the way out if you're still here. That helps me out a lot as well. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.